mentioned. I felt him press up against me, felt the evidence of what he wanted from me. And I won't lie, the thought crossed my mind. Once, very, very briefly, I needed this job. I was already 2 months behind on rent, 3 months behind on my electric bill, barely keeping up with my tuition and my brother's, plus the ever mounting costs of caring for Mama. Ah, for a man. I could do what this Dutchena wanted and keep my job. It wouldn't take long. A few unpleasant minutes, if that long. He was old, past 60, I'd guess, fit enough for his age, but by no means virile. But no matter how desperate I might be, that would never happen. Not like this. Not with this guy. If he was hot and I wanted to, maybe. It would be one thing if this were a kick ass job that really paid the bills, but it was a temp job, hourly, and a shitty hourly rate at that. Barely enough to cover one bill, much less all the bills I had to pay. I turned, letting him hold onto my wrist. For the moment, I lifted my eyes to his, putting on my best poker face. Yeah, just like that. That easy, huh? Suck you off, and you'll let me keep my job. Suck you off, and you'll let me keep my job. Let you fuck me over the desk, and I'll get the permanent position too, I bet. He missed the dangerous calm in my voice. Now you're thinking. He licked his lips, lifted a finger to touch the apex of my cleage, the little of it that showed in my conservative work outfit. You're a very attractive young lady, Miss Sinclair. I'm sure we could come to an agreeable arrangement. God, I hated the arch, fox formal way he spoke. An agreeable arrangement. I forced down my revulsion for a few more seconds. What did you have in mind, Mr. Edwards? My spine crawled with disgust as his eyes leered and his tongue flicked out over his thin, pale lips. He made short work of his belt, and I heard the telltale zit-trip of his zipper going down. I didn't look, didn't want to see what he'd just pulled out. Well, let's just see how you do, and we'll go from there. He leaned back against the edge of his desk, a greedy smirk on his face, and unbuttoned the blouse a bit. I toyed with the button of my shirt, staring into his sludge brown eyes. You want a little show, huh? Mr. Edwards, I freed the top button, which I would have done on the elevator anyway. I felt my bursts loosen a bit, no longer quite so constricted. His eyes devoured the expanse of cleage. How's this? Very nice? But how about a bit more? I nodded as if this was perfectly reasonable, still refusing to look down at his crotch. And then, without warning, I snapped my head forward, felt my forehead connect with his nose, felt cartilage break. I stepped away as crimson blood sluiced from his nose. How about fuck you, Mr. Edwards? I left him bleeding, sagging against his desk. I shuddered as I caught an accidental glimpse of his wrinkled, veiny, now flaccid penis hanging over his zipper. God, I could have gone the rest of my life without seeing that. I opened his door and walked.